Imagine a conversation where you feel truly heard, understood, and free to express yourself without fear of being judged. Now imagine offering the same safe space to your partner. That's the foundation of healthy communication in a relationship. Today, we'll explore how to have open and honest conversations with your partner without judgment, so you can deepen trust and strengthen your bond. Why judgment blocks communication? Judgment is one of the biggest barriers to effective communication. When your partner feels judged, they're more likely to become defensive, shut down, or avoid sharing their true thoughts. This leads to frustration and misunderstandings. Instead of fostering closeness, judgment creates emotional distance. Recognizing this dynamic is the first step to healthier communication. Listen to understand, not respond. One of the most powerful ways to communicate without judgment is by listening with the intention to understand. Often, we listen just to prepare our next response. But true listening involves focusing on your partner's words, emotions, and perspective without interrupting or jumping to conclusions. Practice active listening by repeating back what you've heard to show empathy and validate their feelings. Practice empathy over assumption. Judgment often stems from assumptions, believing we know what our partner is thinking or why they acted a certain way. Instead of assuming, approach with curiosity. Ask open-ended questions like, "Can you help me understand how you're feeling?" This signals that you value their perspective and are genuinely interested in understanding their experience. Use I statements. When discussing sensitive topics, it's easy to fall into blame by saying things like, "You always," or "You never." This language triggers defensiveness and judgment. Instead, use I statements to express your feelings without blaming your partner. For example, say, "I feel hurt when we don't spend time together," instead of, "You never prioritize me." This approach invites collaboration instead of conflict. Create a judgment-free zone. Consider creating a judgment-free space for conversations. Set the intention with your partner that this space is for open, honest dialogue without criticism. Both partners should feel safe to express their thoughts, concerns, and vulnerabilities without fear of judgment. If judgment creeps in, take a step back, breathe, and reset the tone of the conversation. Acknowledge and manage your own biases. We all have biases and beliefs shaped by past experiences. These can influence how we interpret what our partner says. Take a moment to reflect on whether your reaction is based on your own fears, insecurities, or past wounds. By becoming more self-aware, you can separate your own triggers from the conversation and approach your partner with more empathy. Give your partner the benefit of the doubt. Trust is a cornerstone of non-judgmental communication. Assume positive intent. Believe that your partner is doing their best and wants the relationship to succeed. Even if you disagree, remind yourself that they're coming from their own unique perspective. Trusting their intentions helps shift the conversation from blame to understanding. Be willing to apologize and repair. If judgment does slip into a conversation, it's okay. It happens to everyone. The key is to recognize it, apologize, and make amends. A simple statement like, "I'm sorry I judged you earlier. I want to understand better," can go a long way in restoring trust and keeping the conversation open. Open and honest communication is the heartbeat of any healthy relationship. By listening with empathy, avoiding assumptions, and creating a judgment-free space, you can build deeper understanding and trust with your partner. Remember, it's not about perfect communication, it's about intentional connection. Every conversation is an opportunity to grow closer. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and start talking with compassion. You'll be amazed at the transformation that follows.